Honorable Justice Sistani, Shri Subodh Kumar Agrawal, Shri Charanjit Singh Nanda, Mr. K. Raghu, Mr. Sumantra Guha, very distinguished chartered accountants who've gathered here in New Delhi from various corners of the country, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, may I thank the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India for giving me an opportunity to talk to all of you, to share my thoughts and views with such a august and a eminent and a very distinguished set of people who have not only excelled in their profession but provided direction to the industry at large to be able to perform their functions in a manner which is consistent with the principles of transparency. The Institute has an extremely glorious history. It has a tradition which stretches as far back as the independence of India. And I think over a period of these 5 or 6 decades, not only, as Justice Sistani was rightly pointing out, have you been able to ensure very robust and rigorous standards of excellence, but more importantly, you've been able to synchronize those standards with a level of updation which is very essential in an economy which is globalized, which is dynamic, and which keeps on transforming itself at a pace which at times challenges all of us. The last couple of years have been extremely challenging for the global economy. After 1933, for the first time perhaps, you saw a global economic meltdown on the scale that happened in 2008 and 2009. And this entire spectre, driven as it was by the arbitrage, derivatives and leverages syndrome, the ADL syndrome, I think did bring its very unique set of challenges to the profession of chartered accountancy in terms of innovating, in terms of rejuvenating, in terms of being able to freshly introspect and re-examine the benchmarks with which companies need to put their financial statements, companies need to put their accounts out in the public space, because not only does it have an impact on the shareholders, but more importantly, there is a domino effect on economies at large if, God forbid, some very sacrosanct institutions which are known for their probity and integrity start crumbling like 9 pins. So therefore, while the world learned a lot, the corporate sector around the world learned a lot, I think possibly not in India but globally, it must have given the entire paradigm of financial reporting a chance to be able to re-examine itself. Having said that, as we look to the future, I think it is extremely important that financial reporting needs to be absolutely accurate. And the reason why I say that is because in my current job as Minister for Information and Broadcasting, where I also double up as the spokesperson for the government, after each and every cabinet meeting, the most pointed questions actually come from the financial journalists. and the level of accuracy which they demand in terms of the precision with which information has to be conveyed to them is more often than not extremely compelling, if not challenging. And the reason why, when I ask them the reason as to why they are so probing and at times extremely intrusive in the manner in which they possibly try and get the last bit of information out of you, and in fact they can beat a lot of our television prima donnas, they can actually put them to shame, is because based upon what they put out, the markets move, the economy moves, there are very important commercial decisions of import which get made. And so therefore, that level of accuracy is demanded of them by their peers or by their companies or organizations which they represent. And I think as India moves into the next trajectory of its economic development, as it moves to the next level, increasingly we will have to ensure that across the entire spectrum, not only efficiency, but not only accountability, but more importantly, an optimal level of professionalization has to be brought to bear. And there, the Institute of Chartered Accountants, I think, has been able to put a lot of other professions, some of which Justice Sistani was alluding to, which I also have the privilege of coming from, to shame. So therefore, I would like to thank all of you. I would like to thank the Institute, and I would like to wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you very much.